We are in there. We are back alive. One time for the fucking drop, man.
The world don't want us to win out here.
Dig this.
Sorry I had to go through that.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all tapping in still, staying in there.
What's the deal, man? Welcome back to the Raw-District podcast. This is Drew Dawson. We have Eli in the building. We got Tony Fontana here. What's the fucking deal, man? Pushing through the technical difficulties. I want to start the show off by giving a quick shout out to TheFlavor Wagon. Follow them on Facebook and peep out that weekly schedule. Great food. It's a black food truck, nominated for top food truck in Topeka this year, so definitely tap into that. Call-in lines are open this episode. Comment section is open. Jump in the conversation. And that leads me to the first topic, is the Nicki Minaj controversy. Have y'all heard anything about that?
Kind of weird.
Which one?
Basically, she's getting flack for
having her own opinion.
Yeah, hesitating about the jab.
That's what they're calling it.
Yeah, we can't say Maxine.
Oh yeah. Don't say yeah. We ain't trying to get shadow banned out here. What I read was basically she made a tweet about something about I'm not sure about the vaccine or the black bleen yet, because I have a friend that became infertile and their testicles
blew up,
swollen or something.
His balls grew.
So, but I mean that's just like personal experience. Like, and second of all, why are you getting your information from a fucking rapper?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
The argument is, and people are getting attacked nowadays because of people with platforms, and they feel like it's misinformation. But I don't think that was misinformation. I think that was just her being, hesitant, thinking for herself, and saying she's gonna look into it more, and that's not an uncommon thing. And I think the media and people who are hella, for the vaccine, they're trying to make it seem like everybody just, if you're against it, you're just evil. And that's not the case. Mm-hmm. People are just hesitant. And when in history have we ever cared about if the next man had a flu shot?
Yeah. Right.
It's getting to a point, bro, where it's like, this shit like Bloods and Crips, bro. It's the I say vax?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's like the anti-vax.
Say backs.
Okay, yeah. It's like, everybody got their own size to it or whatever, and motherfuckers is like treating this shit like gangbanging. Let motherfuckers have their own opinion, bro. If I don't want to do something, that's not stopping you from doing it, bro. Go ahead and do it.
Right.
Just because it doesn't work for me doesn't mean that you're wrong for doing it. I don't dislike you for doing it. Everybody should have their own opinion, bro. Like, that shit, it's too much groupthink.
And listen to your doctor. Listen to your doctors and do your own research. Platforms like somebody took some shots at us because somebody had said something. I don't even know what was said.
You know who you are.
That's not what I was arguing about with them. I don't even know what the argument was. I don't care about Tony feeling like he don't want to wear a mask. My only argument was like, yo, we can't get to censoring each other.
Yeah. And
if in this platform right here, you can call in, you can get in the comment section, you can participate, and all we're doing is creating a conversation. Mm-hmm. That's it. It's simple. We're creating a conversation, and we accept. Do you agree with me all the time?
Never.
Yeah,
I never agree with you.
And we sit at the table and we're able to have a discussion about it, and that's what it's saying. If we open it up for the people to join in, use that opportunity to educate us.
Yeah.
And educate whoever's watching. That's an opportunity. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And instead, they will go and take some shots at, talking about these podcasters who don't know shit. They shouldn't talk. Uneducated. That's one thing I need to say, too, is like, I heard somebody say, uneducated talk is pointless. That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard, because we're all uneducated when we talk to each other, and that's how we grow and find truth.
Everything is based off your own personal experience. So if you have a conversation with somebody, it's based off of what you've heard from other people, what you've lived yourself. Mm-hmm. So if you're not talking about that, then you shouldn't be talking at all. Is that what you're saying? But I don't know.
My thing is, bro, if you don't like the shit we say, don't listen to it. Like, nobody's making you sit there and listen to it. Like, if you want some motherfuckers that went to college and they studying this shit, then go watch CNN, bro. That's not what we do.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Of this show. No.
Yeah, that's like, go get that, bro. Trust me. They get paid every day to talk about this shit, and they can give you educated opinions. We coming up to this bitch, we giving you opinions that motherfuckers are saying on the streets, at jobs. actual people. Like,
Yeah.
we're not trying to give you CNN type views and shit like that. If you want that, go there.
Right. And to bring it back to Nicki Minaj, that she's, even though she's famous as shit, what 22 million on Instagram?
Yeah.
She's still basing her opinions off her opinions, like what she's experienced in life.
Yeah, and I think we need to start protecting the right to speak. Because, all right, people who are real big on this is your moment right now, okay? You may feel like you're right, and you may feel like, all right, to censor them motherfuckers will help me. But eventually, you're going to be on the other side of that. And then now you're getting censored. So eventually, we're just going to get to a point where everybody's censored and we're all lying to each other. Is that what we want?
Yeah.
That's what we really want?
Yes.
Seems like that's what they want.
Everybody wants you to say, hey, I think how you think. Let's all agree on the same things. We all love the same things. Motherfuckers is more comfortable with that. It's uncomfortable when you have an opinion and somebody else thinks differently than you. That's how a lot of these people are. Everybody, like, motherfuckers ain't comfortable having conversations with people. Oh, my bad. People ain't comfortable having conversations with people where there's disagreements and you got to go back and forth and actually test your opinion. Like when they're saying like, oh, she has this many followers, she has a responsibility. And her responsibility might be, I don't believe in a certain thing. I'm telling people who fuck with me that I don't fuck with that.
Exactly.
And if you don't agree, cool, because you did your own information behind it and you have a reason to disagree with her. You don't have to follow her because she has 22 million followers on Instagram.
100%.
Right.
And I'd like to get deep into this topic a little bit because the jab, there's concern about fertility, and there's concern about pregnant women getting this vaccine or breastfeeding women getting this vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary to me. So if people are hesitant to get a jab because they want to protect their kids and their seeds, shut the fuck up and leave them alone, bro. That's the future.
Nah,
so
bro.
If this shit has something to do with fucking up sperm counts and fucking up fertility in the future, that could be a scary thing for us, and it could be a form of population control. And it might not kill us, but it'll kill the next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. How
they said they said CNN didn't say that, bro. So
yeah,
I gotta just agree with the rest of them. Y'all thinking too much for
Did
yourself.
she say that CNN said that?
I don't know, but I think y'all trying to think too much for yourself, bro. Y'all gotta agree with. Y'all gotta go. With
Okay.
said,
Fox
bro.
didn't say that shit.
I bet.
Yeah. And like I said, man,
We're too serious, bro.
I'm getting the vaccine. I'm gonna get it. I figure, yo,
It's coming close.
if everybody gets this motherfucker and we all get and it affects all of us, I'm going down with everybody else. I don't think I want to be with the 15% of the world that has to repopulate things and restart society, if that were the case.
Yeah.
And that's just scenarios.
I'll be too tired
man.
to be fucking like that. So
Yeah, man, fuck that. So I'm gonna get the vaccine. I want to protect people around me. I want to respect people's opinions, and yeah, I'm gonna get it for them because I don't feel strongly enough to be like, no, I'm not getting that.
Mm-hmm.
I just have my skepticism. That's it.
I think everybody still has their skepticisms. Even like Christians, they still have their ideas that maybe this isn't right, but nobody really knows anything. So to tell anybody that their opinion is wrong based off of what they lived in life, then I think you're wrong for telling them that.
Well,
yeah.
Just let y'all know.
Let's hear it.
I'm trying not to cuss, but I'm gonna tell y'all, mind y'all business. I'm not speaking on it if I'm getting it or if I'm not. You shouldn't worry about that.
HIPAA.
Worry about the people in your crib and if y'all gonna get it or y'all not gonna get it. And God bless.
See, and that's their whole argument though, is because it's like,
I ain't say I wasn't getting it, but even if I do, I'm not coming in here telling them, some strangers, hey, yo, I'm getting that done. Don't worry about it.
Brandon said, I got it to protect my kids. Shout out, man. Shout out.
yeah,
For sure.
I respect that, Brandon.
Yeah, and listen, and if you talk to motherfuckers who are hesitant about it, you'll see how open-minded they are. Because if you're skeptical about some stuff, you're an open-minded person because you're thinking about all the different scenarios. Yeah. So, like, for me, when somebody says they get a vaccine to protect themselves and their families, I love it. Yeah. Do it. That's what you feel. I love it.
And it's such a new thing that nobody really knows anything about it other than the people actually studying it in labs.
You know what's funny? They don't do... It's been years and years and years of us just using marijuana. And they don't have no real scientific studies. But all the propaganda that they put out there, like weed smokers are lazy, this, that. They ain't got no studies on that shit.
Yeah.
And it's been around forever. And it's a medicine. And y'all, on the flip side, y'all make y'all judgments about people who use marijuana. So if we're making judgments about people who are using getting a vaccine that was rushed, I think it's fair. That's all I.
Yeah,
that's my only thing.
Y'all gonna get backlash for this, bro.
Just think for yourself. You don't.
I'm gonna always get backlash, and that's cool.
So y'all gotta stop thinking for yourself, bro. I need to.
Yeah, you need to listen to Fox News. You need to vote for whoever is in your best interest.
Whoever the masses says,
and then fuck everybody else.
And about the voting, man.
Right.
How y'all feeling about Biden so far, man?
Don't even care.
Like, I'll be honest with you, man.
But that's my privilege. I don't feel the effects of the change, the president
white
change.
Privilege or what type of privilege?
Yeah, that and whatever else I have, like not being, not an immigrant, because everything that. So the red party and the blue party, they have their own shit, and that's what everybody votes on, no matter the person. So no matter the person, you're gonna vote for the party that has the laws that they're gonna make to most benefit you and the people that are around you. And me, I'm living all right. Like, it's most of the shit that they're voting on doesn't really affect me too much. So I personally don't feel it. I see it. I empathize with it. I'm not saying that I don't care, but I don't feel it enough.
You don't care. You can say that, bro.
I don't give a fuck, dude.
I'm disconnected.
That's the better. My bad.
I'm really disconnected.
That's the better word.
Yeah, and it's almost because of a lack of hope. And I'm be real, like, just being on social media and seeing all, like, the hate and all the arguments, it just makes me not want to be involved in that. And it makes me not want to be educated in politics, because it's like, man, what am I supposed to believe? Who am I supposed to listen to? Where am I supposed to do this research at? Because it's wild. Anything that you think of, you can go to the internet and you can find a bunch of articles that will validate your point. And on the flip side, you can find a bunch of articles that will go against your point. And the thing that people do is go to those articles that support their shit, and they just soak in all that information that agrees with them. And that's all that's happening. And we're not being open-minded about things. And it's kind of scary.
Every news article every news station has a bias. Like, I was over at these old white people's houses doing their carpet and shit, and I could already tell what they were about by them just sitting down watching the news and how attentive they were about the shit. So that's what they're intaking, because that's how they've lived in their lives. So even on that point of view, playing devil's advocate for anybody, you can't really blame the people for having their own opinions about it, because that's what they've learned and that's what they know.
This will probably piss some more people off, but I like the old model back in the day where people didn't talk about politics, religion. You didn't care about your neighbor's medical statuses. Like, I think we should go back to minding our business, bro.
I agree with that.
Like, when it comes to things, like, it's different to have conversations, but we at the point to where, bro, we got to feel like you need to know your neighbor's blood type. You want to, you know what I mean? Like, what they eating in their crib, like, why y'all drinking soda.
I feel like it's just because of social media and, like, how easy it is to, like, tell people they're wrong for not living the way you live.
Everybody's opinionated as fuck nowadays. It's I had this conversation with somebody about Lil Nas X, and I got unfriended for it. That happens once a week for me, so I don't even care about that no more.
I don't even care enough to unfriend people.
His Breakfast Club interview was dope, though.
I feel like no. If you want to, and I'll go back to that. But anyway, the Lil Nas X situation. That dude is playing everybody. He's playing everybody. He knows, the industry knows that everybody's opinionated. So whether you support or you go against Lil Nas X, when he makes a crazy post, you're going to share it and you're going to put your opinion up there. He knows that. The record labels know that. And so that's why he keeps going viral. His music's not outstanding. It's not bad either.
Yeah.
But his marketing is on a different level, and he's just playing into people's emotions. And it's like, why? Like, why are you so fucking worried?
Yeah.
Because it's that, like, I think I think back in the day, like, artists and just people in entertainment, whether even like on the news and stuff like that, they didn't get people's actual feedbacks. Now, just because of social media, people can actually get them feedback. Yeah. And I think that it just exposes people who just care too deeply about what other people got going on. You can really, like, when people's like, oh, well, I don't want to see that. You really don't have to see it. Like, you don't have to follow it at all.
Yeah, you don't.
Like, that's a choice.
And like what you were saying, back in the old day, like they didn't they didn't really, because like what, you're not supposed to talk about religion or politics in any whatever workplace or any type of shit like that.
Not to interrupt you, but who the fuck came up with that? Because I think that's bullshit.
Yeah. No. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think that's just weak-minded people being like, I don't have time and I don't have the energy for this conversation or this debate. We for sure should be talking religion. We should for sure should be talking politics. Like, what else?
All right. Well, what I was gonna say was the fact that how much we're actually talking about it now. Nobody's even getting swayed still. So even if you didn't talk about it, people would still feel the exact same way about the shit.
I think the problem in people is they trying to sway people. Like, you can have a discussion,
but who gets swayed? Nobody really.
But
because it's all everything's based off emotions for people online. They're all emotional. Like when somebody gets proved wrong in the comment section, and then all their friends and everybody else's friends start liking the opposition's comments and stuff, it makes them bubble inside, and it's like, no, I'm gonna prove my point. And then it's not a conversation no more. It's a debate. It's a competition for likes. Well, and that's it. Everybody's talking off emotion. That's all they're doing.
You know how to get that fucking boost.
Well, I think another thing too is there's certain shit that's debatable, and then there's facts. True. And we done got to the point to where people even debate facts.
True.
You can't debate facts.
Yeah.
So it's like, like you said, bro, it's just...
I think you can debate facts, though, because I think it's not the actual facts, it's the source of the facts.
That's what I was going to say, too.
True.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because who's saying the facts is actually correct.
Mm-hmm. And, like, the news, to me, man, this is all I need from the news.
What you need?
7 o'clock, they come on and be like, yo, the coronavirus is still out there. Talk to your doctors. Figure this out. Instead, what the news is like, yo, if you don't wear a mask, you're a piece of shit. If you agree with anything Trump's ever said, you're a piece of shit. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you about my personality. I'm this newscaster. I don't give a fuck, bro. Tell me what's going on in the world. Let me form my own opinion. It's all CNN is all like just narratives, and it's just like why watch that shit? They're reality show hosts at this point, and I'm not for that bullshit.
I heard something today is like, it would be nice if the only news would be if it's going to be a good day or a bad day today. It's going to be a nice day. It's going to be a shitty day.
I don't need the breakdown of how many people died in India today from the coronavirus. I don't need the numbers. Like, who needs that?
Shit stressing. Can you say shit stressing niggas out, man?
Yeah, it just keeps fear.
Sorry, guys, we're trying
minds,
to censor ourselves right now. We got to get them numbers up.
Yeah. As best as we can. But shout out to everybody tapping into this, man. Share, like, tap into the conversation. That's the only way we'll grow, talking about the shit that we talk about.
And if you don't agree with what we said, that's fine. And if you do, that's cool too. And if you think there's better information, there's always a news outlet you can hear.
Yeah. Or tell us why we're wrong instead of like that we're only wrong.
First topic of the day. Well, it's technically second. The fentanyl problem in America, man. I believe it's Michael Williams from The Wire passed away.
Oh, damn.
And there was a couple comedians.
Yeah, I seen that. There's a
name?
female comic and then 3 of her friends.
I had the names
And
here.
she ended up
Kate
living.
Quigley and Fuquan Johnson.
Yeah.
He actually
Fuquan died.
he passed away.
That sucks, bro.
Other notable names who have been affected by fentanyl: Mac Miller, Tom Petty, Prince, the 16-year-old actor from The Flash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's scary, man. Because it's one thing to overdose on something that you know you're getting into, but if you're like just trying to do some coke, and you overdose off of a line that you've been doing for years, but there's a speck of fentanyl in there, that keeps me completely away from cocaine for the rest of my life, man.
My thing is, why? First of all, why give free drugs? Fentanyl is probably expensive because it fucking got fiends dying and shit. And if you have some fiends dying on the block, most of the time other fiends want that shit because it's good.
Well,
but why would you put that with? You don't want to do the uppers and downers unless you know it's that.
Well, they're cutting it. The dealers are cutting
They're
it.
using fentanyl to cut it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a completely different feeling though.
They're not trying to make people overdose. They're just trying to get
Coke is up and fentanyl is completely down.
Doesn't it like triple? You said what? Yeah, I think it like triples.
Is it cheap?
Mm-hmm.
More euphoric and shit.
But see,
What?
but see,
Yeah.
but I was seeing too that they spraying that shit on weed or putting it on weed too. So it's like it ain't just coke. It's like niggas gotta be careful with a lot of different drugs if you into drugs because they putting it on weed too. So what if you go get a little ounce?
What the fuck are they putting it on weed for? That don't even make sense.
Just to be hella high. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean.
So it just. I thought it was like.
Put what? Yeah,
it's just a balance. Yeah, and fentanyl, that's a medical thing too. They use that for.
Bro, yeah, it's like damn near anesthesia.
So does that? To me, that makes me think of the legalizing all drugs thing again. Because if everything is tested and everything is regulated, then we can avoid these accidental overdoses.
Yeah,
and that's something Oregon isn't Oregon. They legalized a bunch of drugs.
Something, yeah.
Let me look and make sure I'm not just talking shit.
Yeah, I was actually listening to a podcast today about that. Like I heard at festivals, because a bunch of people get random drugs from people at festivals, and tents are starting to offer drug testing kits so you can test if your shit's pure or not.
Okay, yeah, so they decriminalized all drugs in Oregon. So they're on the the right way, you know what I'm saying? They're going the right way.
Yeah,
I think that's the best way. And also, like, this is morbid, but if you let people do drugs and you don't want them to do drugs, they're eventually going to die and you're not going to have to deal with them anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? They chose their path. They know they're going to do heroin for the rest of their life and they don't want to change. The next dose might be the dose. Might as well just, like...
But it's not about that.
Let them die in a nice place.
It's not about that. It's a system, bro. So
it's not about that. I'm just saying though, but that's something as well that you can look at.
The reason why they don't want to decriminalize it or like make it legal is because then who you locking up for selling it? You can like it cuts out. It helps like probably the people, but then it also fucks up a lot of jobs and there's the way our system is created, bro. People need people to be in trouble with drugs and all this other stuff so that people can make money and people can have jobs. So you lose out on a shitload of jobs if you legalize it.
I mean, most of the time it's just made from the labs from fucking Big Pharma.
Yeah.
Like it became then, and then, then street dealers are selling that shit. But I don't know. If you know that you're selling something to somebody that can kill them, then you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's wild. Just to make a little bit more money, man. And
if you're not giving them what they want, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, and Mac Miller is top 3 artist of mine of all time, and just losing an artist like that, and I also lost one of my top 3 comedians of all time. So losing people like that, it sucks, man. We don't need we need to protect some celebrities and some artists because obviously they're vulnerable and they're more like,
yeah,
the drugs and music go together. So we're gonna lose a lot more motherfucking people,
yeah,
and a lot more stars. And like me, I always think, I'm like, man, what would Patrice O'Neal be talking about right now? Man, like, I couldn't imagine what Mac Miller would have put together.
Geraldo and fucking.
I know for a fact that Mac Miller would have been on that Anderson .Paak, Bruno Mars project. And
bro, you know what's crazy about that? He fucking that one line he said for anybody that sells me drugs, don't mix it with that bullshit. I'm hoping not to join the 27 club.
Man, shit is sad, man. And yeah, that's why I can't fuck with coke, man. I'm terrified of it because of this. And
that's why I don't fuck with drugs in general. You don't know what the fuck people giving you nowadays.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but now with the weed becoming legal. If you go to the dispensaries, you know what you're getting. It gets tested, and that's when I'm a fan of that. I'm also a fan of the shit not being legal and it just staying the way it is because I ain't gonna notice. I smoke no matter what.
Yeah, and most of the time, like if it is legal, then most of the time it's rich white people that are gonna monopolize it, and then the weed's gonna get shittier, and it's
they are going to do that for sure.
They already are.
yeah, that's happening.
It's gonna get culture vultured.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want. Just leave. But if I'm able to grow my own weed, then I'm fine. I'm completely good.
Yeah, and it being legal, you can grow your own shit, and that's We
I don't need
that.
to buy it from somebody.
I hate drug dealers, bro. I hate the whole process. And if you're tapping in anywhere outside of Kansas, you don't understand no more. We still are stuck in the Stone Age. I still got to worry about hitting up a random motherfucker and meeting up and making sure that, you know, I have it before they're dry. Like,
Yeah.
kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
Waiting on
it's a
people and
process.
shit.
You're stuck in the Stone Age, man.
Telling people you're going to be there in 30 minutes, but you aren't.
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst part.
Yeah, selling you CBD.
Oh, I haven't had that happen.
Get a CBD pack.
Yeah, I've got the CBD pack a couple times,
No.
man. Yes, sir. Next topic,
That
man.
Delta 8.
Gabby Petito, I believe that's not
Yeah.
Petito. This woman went off with her man on a vacation in a van, and they were doing some YouTube stuff, and the man returns without her.
And then goes missing.
The guy went missing?
He went missing a week after he returned.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I was just reading on that.
That's interesting.
You should probably pull up an article anyway. But yeah, it was weird though. Was she an influencer already? Because I seen she had hella followers right now, but not that many people get that many followers when they die. She has like 400 and some thousand followers. So I don't know if she was already like a YouTuber.
Let's see. What's her Gabby Petito?
But they're saying like she was like beating him up or something.
She was beating him up?
Something like there's something like she swung on him or something.
So now we can't find her after she swings.
But the thing is, yeah, can't remember if it was after. Fuck, I can't remember. But I think like the last thing that they ever seen or heard from her was a text from her phone saying wherever she was doesn't have signal.
Mm-hmm.
But allegedly it was before or it was like after she died or something. So it could have been her man sending the text or something. But I don't know. It's super weird. It was kind of like
I watched a little. They had gotten pulled over or something, and they were the cops were talking to them, and they were definitely in a toxic relationship.
yeah,
And
some
you
domestic shit.
Yeah. You could definitely tell. All right, guys, just say I'm not missing.